hope this thing can hear me. Hello, y'all. Massa Nova here, or Massa, whatever y'all call me. Normally, I would be up here promoting some music or something, but I don't know. I want to try something different, man. A lot of this social media stuff, I like the light on. I don't like the light on, but this light on, so the light in my face ain't on. So, but yeah, like a lot of this social media stuff is geared towards just trying to make our lives look good. And that's fine, you know. What's entertaining about somebody being depressed? What's entertaining about somebody, you know, whining about their job or whining about their life or whatever? What's entertaining about that? We all going through enough, so nobody, you know, we want to be entertained. I understand. But the problem with that is pros and cons. The con of that is that it makes a lot of people who genuinely just can't relate. Stuff is going so wrong for them and they just cannot relate to all this beautiful social media, you know, highlight reel stuff. Sometimes I feel like I want to make content for those people too. And I sit around when I'm going through stuff in life like I'm going through right now. I like to sit around and watch. This thing keeps swinging. I like to sit around and watch YouTubers and stuff talk about things that they go through, and just like these rant videos. And it's not so much for me to just be surrounded by negativity. It's not that. It's that I want to know it's not just me. Like, while all this good stuff is going on, and there's good stuff going on in my life too. I'm performing. Music is going well. It's going better than it has in a little while. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta say though, it's like, it ain't all beautiful stuff. Like, I had to come to terms with the fact that, like, yeah, I got my collaborator friends, I got my buddies, I got my guys, but I am like lonely, man. Like, I've always had like a strange family situation, simply because I don't relate to my family very much. I never have. I always was the odd one out. They used to like low-key like bully me, not bully me, but you know, like mess with me about it. Like, I was just always different. I grew up in the inner city, Philadelphia, so I'm supposed to be a certain type of way, let's just put it that way. And I'm not. You know, I was a skateboarder. I skateboarded. I was just doing different stuff. I read books. I did stuff like that. I liked Harry Potter. I like Twilight. Like, I like Twilight. Like, you know, that's weird to people, especially to like people in my family. And that's no knock on them. And I don't think they really mean no harm when they be doing all of that. It's weird to them. It's different. Yeah, I can't really lead on my family the way I want to about specific issues. You know, my relationship that I was in recently, that I posted about a couple times, that came to an end due to, you know, me having a lot going on. I was going through a lot of deaths and stuff at the time. I was going through a lot at that specific time, and, you know, I wasn't paying enough attention to my girlfriend. And I'm, you know, I used to be defensive about it, but now, you know, I understand. You know, I got, you know, a relationship is a responsibility, and I kind of was letting down my responsibility of keeping her up, you know. I'm okay with taking my blame too, let's put it that way. I guess in my mind, I thought I was getting back at her by going to try to get with all these random girls and stuff. That didn't fulfill me like I always thought it would throughout my life. You know, growing up as a dude, especially, well, I ain't gonna make it a race thing, but just as a guy, like, growing up, you are taught, like, you gotta just get girls, bro. And get girls, you break up with one, best way to get another girl. Girls, have a backup girl, side girl, all of that. Like, man, yeah, no, that didn't really fulfill me. It's sad. And now I'm just here, and I'm trying to maybe get some social life going on, something, and it's so hard. It's so hard. Like, when we were in school, man, we took for granted how easy school made socializing. because you're trapped with these people all day. You have no choice but to become friends with them. And you know, my whole friend group, we were so tight all the way from 9th grade to 12th grade. Like, and over the years, one by one, everybody started having issues with one person, and the next person should have an issue with the next person, and some stuff could get worked out, but some stuff really can't. And I'm not innocent either. I made my mistakes. You know, getting too drunk, doing dumb stuff. You know, some stuff you can't come back from, which I completely understand. And that just like destroyed my whole friend group. So I don't want to say I don't got no friends, but those guys were mine. They were mine from the mud. They were my brothers, man, from the mud. Cried together, fought together. I ain't got none of them. Well, I got maybe like one left, like one friend left out of that group, and the rest are just off doing their own thing. But yeah, it's lonely, man. I'm extremely lonely. Like, and my issue, like one of the main reasons I made this video is because I tend to feel like with the stuff I'm going through now, be it me trying to hang out with girls and them flaking on me, or me wanting to go places, getting like free ticket to go somewhere with someone and I ain't got really nobody to take, stuff like that, like it gets the feeling like you don't matter to nobody. Like nobody would notice if I crashed right now. Flip this car over, man. And I know that's not true. I know, like I said at the beginning, I got some friends here. Like I got some friends here. You know, we're cool. We're good. We're good friends. I got the friends here. I don't want to sound spoiled and like I'm taking stuff for granted. That's the thing. If there's just one person can just do something for me and make me feel like I'm not this invisible creature, bro. And I've been feeling mad invisible. And I you know, this is probably karma for the stuff, you know, that I've done. You know, I've taken for granted some of the people who did do that. I didn't know what I had, you know. It was a time, believe it or not, growing up, I was the man, you know. I was the man. Not that long ago. I was the guy. Like, I just knew all the right people. I knew where all the parties were. Like, my senior year in high school, I knew all the right people. I knew where everything was. I could get you anything. I was the guy. I was the plug. Girls, I was getting them way too easy for what my, like, rate is, I must say. They, you know, I could take it or leave it at any time. Didn't even have to be in a relationship to get certain stuff done. I was the guy. And I was spoiled, man. And I took multiple girls that treated me so well, gave me so many chances. I treated them like they'll always be there. They'll come again. I'm having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that until I make it, my best social days so far are behind me. And until I make it, this is what it's going to be. You're going to be ignored, unseen, unheard, outside of the music space. Until you do something big enough in the music space that it takes over your whole life. Until I make it, this is what it's going to be. You're going to be ignored, unseen, unheard, outside of the music space. I'm having to come to terms with the fact that, like, that's it. I guess let me know if y'all relate. I can tell y'all stories. I would love for people to hit me up and we could chat about this and talk about it and maybe help, you know, give each other advice or something. We gotta make it out of this one way or another. I guess thank y'all for listening, if you listen. Peace.